Hi Group 1, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. Timestamps are down below as usual, and so I just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome if you are a new viewer. To my regulars, I know I haven't been on lately. I have picked up another job. I have less time to be on here, and so yeah, I'm trying not to fall back into those workaholic tendencies because I have in the past, and that's just, stupid basically. It usually workaholics are running from something, and I know that I was in the past, and I don't want to fall back into that. So I'm doing some self-care. Essentially, I'm doing what you're supposed to be doing, trying to remain balanced and practicing right livelihood. So if you don't know what right livelihood is, look it up. I did a paper on that, and I know all about it because been there, done that. Just trying to have like a fair and balanced approach like you're supposed to. I mean, put yourself first. You're all you've got, essentially. Everything else is a reflection of that. With that being said, that's why I haven't been on here. And again, I have picked up another job, and so that means I have to, rest more. I already struggle with fatigue as it is, but yet I always manage to find myself working multiple jobs. And, it's okay if you enjoy that. It's not okay if you're just trying to prove something or something like that. But for a lot of us in the Western world, we have Stockholm Syndrome to puritanical values that are just basically outdated, and it's stupid. So I'm trying to be conscious and cognizant of that, and give myself breaks when needed. And plus, you guys don't want me on here when I'm not rested, because then the messages are going to be affected. So that's where you get a lot of bullshitters and bullshit going on with people just saying things that, aren't really coming from a solid foundation. So since I feel solid today, we're doing this reading, and it is a messages from your person reading, and they're not going to be terribly long this time for reasons already stated. But I did pull you a tarot card, so we're going to look at the future outcome and message from Spirit. Then, of course, we're going to go through multiple messages decks. So thank you for sticking with me, guys. I appreciate you. Again, pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps are down below. Choose the one that resonates with you. You can watch one of the readings, all of them, or check out playlists linked down below. And as always, the best way to get a good look into your situation is to order a private reading, and those are video recorded and sent to your private email. My contact information and those details are down below in the description box. Okay, so for those who've chosen Group 1, we've got the Nine of Wands being your guys's deal, basically the outcome of your connection, big message from Spirit. And so I'm just going to have to tell you guys that, you are holding on by a very thin thread in this relationship or this connection. Okay. Which one it is depends on the situation, right? If you know, or you should. Basically, this is saying that you're holding on by a very thin thread, and the connection or the situation that you're finding yourself in is causing you stress, or there's some sort of situation within your connection or relationship that is causing you stress. So I'm sorry to see that. You guys are feeling a little stressed. So you need to practice a little right livelihood, even in terms of relationships, not just when it comes to work, but you have to carve out time for yourself and take care of yourself. And it looks like you might be the only one taking care of yourself right now. Try not to focus too much on this person, and, ask yourself, are they just a drain, or are they adding to your life? Okay. Is your person supporting your emotional needs? Are they actually trying in this relationship? And by trying, I mean, are they putting in the work? Are they taking action steps? Not just using words, but actually doing something, right? Because action speaks louder than words. So, and the basic, message with this for you guys is, if they're not doing that, then you just definitely need to, like I said, take better care of yourself and not continue holding on to this connection too much longer, or not continue to invest too much effort into this connection or this person too much longer, if they're not actually taking those action steps to change and support you. Because it's not your job to carry this person in the situation, right? They have to pull their own weight, right? So that's interesting. Let's look into it. I'm going to get some different cards and see what comes out in terms of messages. So think about your person I just opened up on love language quality time. So you guys are really missing spending time with this person, or the time that you do spend is not very quality. Something about quality time. Spirit soul path, the personal evolution within your relationship. So you guys were meant to learn lessons through this person. I think it's a lot to do with having to, and this connection is helping you to grow up. It doesn't matter what age you are. The ability to have healthy, lasting, good relationships is a muscle that we have to tone, we have to build up, and we have to use it. So I feel like that's part of it, right? This person is part of your personal evolution. So whatever you're going through here, for whatever reasons you are aligned with a personal evolution that includes the circumstances that you're enduring right now. Let's see what this person would say if they had no filter. I don't know how to tell you the truth. I'm coming. Has too much time passed and I want to see you again. So looks like some of you have been in separation from this person for a while, or low contact. They do want to see you again, and that makes sense with that quality time card that I saw earlier. Quality time would be very helpful to this connection at this point. Your person, at least through the cards, seems aware of that. They say that they are coming, but there is something that they potentially would have to tell you. Okay, maybe that's it. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. So it feels like to me that's what they would have to tell you. Like they don't know how to tell you that, because they've already put you through it. I already established that with the Nine of Wands, or you're going through it currently. If not, choose a different group, because this is what's coming out. Yet that, you know, their behavior has apparently been the opposite of how they've been feeling. I feel like you intuitively know how I feel, but better than I do. Your psychic skills fascinate me. Do you feel like you guys are quite tuned into this person? But again, you're going to want to maintain a balance between being tuned into them and taking proper care of yourself. I stand up for what's right because I'm assertive and I go after what I want. So it's like this person is saying, once they know that this is what they want, then they're going to go after it. And if they were pulled in another direction, it was because they thought it was what they wanted. And like they said, they go after what they want. What they think is right. So, double-edged sword, but if they think that you're right, then they're going to stand up for this connection. Maybe I can be petulant and pouty, but you're definitely not ready to handle this situation. So this person seems like a handful, okay? They're admitting to some things about themselves, some immaturity within themselves. You're not the only one growing through this, but they also feel like, in a way, maybe they're protecting you, or they just think that you can't handle the situation for some reason, or that they're too much for you, or something along those lines. Maybe due to this Moon and Seven of Wands energy, which is, this is a little bit of a darker and a little bit of a more challenging energy. So, sometimes I still let my ego get the better of me. Makes sense. It's hard for me to trust issues. what happened between us wasn't personal. Please don't take it that way. On the back of the deck, this person is saying that it's safe for you to make a move towards me. But I'll leave that up to your good judgment. It says your patience and hard work will pay off, I promise. And I'm trying to keep busy to keep from thinking about you. See, this is what I was talking about. Maybe that's why I said what I said at the beginning of the reading. What I meant to do was explain why I missed last week's reading. I didn't upload last week, and then I basically have fallen into a pattern of uploading every other week. And that was what I was trying to express. But then, you know, maybe it's another message from your person when I was talking about people running from themselves, trying to keep busy because they're running from themselves, running away from doing their work, their inner work. So that's what it kind of looks like with your person. And they are to kind of, you know, taking some ownership of the fact that it's kind of their problem, all right? The way that they are. I mean, they're making it your problem, obviously. Or you're making it your problem because you have free will in your reality, but you care about this person. Probably have a passion for this person. Have been through a lot with them. According to them, you're being patient, so that indicates, you know, something. Maybe a lot of time has passed, or they've just really tried your patience, so what else would this person say to group one? With you, I can just be myself. It's really nice. Thank you. You haunt my dreams and you hold the key to my heart. I was wearing a mask to keep you in my life. I didn't know it was pushing you away. Okay. That's it from this deck. What else would this person say to group one? And tell them to hurry up. Tell them to hurry up. I mean, sometimes that's all that needs to be said. That's all she wrote. You know, I do readings like all day, like 6-7 days a week. And a lot of the readings, you know, are pretty succinct because there isn't a lot to say. It's just, it is what it is. There we go. But we know for purposes of YouTube Tarot Land that people want the entertainment factor as well. Want it embellished, want the story to be told well, and I understand that. But this is what we're getting. So just being near you is intoxicating, and I wish I could take my words back. So you really have an effect on this person. But apparently they have said something that they regret. I can't ignore the signs I am receiving any longer. It's again with that haunting energy, that moon energy, that spiritual aspect or component to the connection. I've thought about you a lot lately, so it seems to be a theme here. Now if I could find another deck here. Which one do I want to use next? Nope. You're juicy, sexual reference, and stop taking your insecurities out on me. I feel like that's what this person is doing. Taking their insecurities out on you. I'm worried you've changed your mind about the way you feel about me. So this person is feeling insecure. And maybe you know, have been more guarded towards this person based on the situation. Maybe it's warranted for you to be more guarded, and you have been, and they're taking it like, oh, you're taking it out on me because you're insecure. Well, you know that's not true based on all the rest of the messages, right? They know that that's not true. So it all stems from their own insecurities, and being overly guarded or even just chasing after, you know, someone who is resisting you is, you know, a form of expressing insecurities. So it's really important to feel secure. The most insecure people are, you know, often in my experience, the most troublesome, because they have something to prove, something to compensate for. And it's sad, because you could be the best person in the world, have the best intentions. It could be completely obvious that you have no ill will or ulterior motive, and they will still bite the hand that feeds them just out of their own self-loathing and need to compensate, insecurity. Not saying that's the case with this person, but I kind of feel like it kind of might be. You are the perfect match for me, and I knew it from the first time I saw your beautiful face. You have the cutest nose, and the way your hips sway when you walk is super sexy. So there is that attraction to, you know, certain features that you have. Let me get you guys a song and a manifestation card to help you guys out. If you guys haven't read The Complete Reader by Neville Goddard, you guys probably should. Yeah, I feel like you don't understand manifestation if you don't, but you know, there are other resources as well. But those manifestation cards can help you either way. So what is a song that will represent or contain additional messages for group 1 from their person? Yep. Some of you could be dealing with the Divine Masculine with the Emperor at the bottom. Lenny Kravitz, Are You Gonna Go My Way, I think, is the name of that one. And this one's 10 of Wands. Beast of Burden, the Rolling Stones. So 10 of Wands comes after the 9 of Wands. And this is basically this person saying, you know, like, I never want to be your beast of burden. So they don't want to be a burden on your life, is what they're saying. So, again, Rolling Stones, Beast of Burden. If you guys want to look that up and listen to that. And a manifestation card for the viewers that will help them in the situation. Ultimate love. And you notice it's a mirror, guys. It all starts with you. Your self-concept is everything. It's not a matter of just, you know, dismissing, running away from, cutting off a situation. I mean, you can do that, but until you change with what's within your self-concept, how you feel about yourself, you know, you're going to repeat experiences, unfortunately. I think you guys are growing and learning, but maybe not as fast as you would if you forgive others and yourself. It's all about forgiveness. When you don't forgive, you tie yourself to realities that you don't prefer, okay? That's just the way it is. I talked to this lady yesterday, a private client, and all she did the whole time, very low vibe, was complain and cry and complain and whine. And I have compassion, but she was kind of, you know, being negative and just trying to challenge me and negate me on like things that were very simple and not even negotiable, like really obvious stuff, just to be like pissy. She was like, and I'm like, okay, you're hurting, I get it, I'm not the one though, so you need to like relax, because this person had hurt her like 3 years ago, and she can't forgive, and that's my point. She's like, I just can't forgive. Why do people keep hurting me? Why are people so horrible? That was literally a question. Why are people so horrible? And then she give me this whole laundry list of reasons why she's a victim, and guess what she's going to get more of, right? All you can do in those situations is try to point them in the right direction. But you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink, but never underestimate the power of planting a seed, right? And that's what I try to tell myself in those situations. Not that you guys are like this woman. Unless you are, then that message is definitely for you. But the card is saying for those watching that in order to improve the situation, forgive yourself, forgive others, release the past, send love and light, change inner to change outer. It doesn't get any more plain and simple than that. This is what I've got for you guys. Moving on to group 2. Thanks for tuning in. Please hit that like button, share, or subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, my contact information is down below. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Welcome group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I appreciate you guys. So I just got done with group 1, and this is messages from your person. And so we're going to start off with a tarot card, and the tarot card we've got for you guys is the 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands, well, first off, if you are in a well-established relationship, then this card can mean really good things in terms of that you guys are going to share some sort of accomplishment, some sort of achievement. So you can look forward to that. If you're not in a well-established relationship, you know, it can warn of, you know, just not putting somebody on a pedestal. You know, watch the idealization stuff. They're just a person, just like, you know, anybody else. They put their pants on one leg at a time. And it does also indicate, you know, something positive in terms of, you know, you might have some kind of success in this connection with this person. Let's say you've been trying to, for example, go on a date with them, or trying to get them to, you know, move the connection forward. There does look like there's some sort of win like that, where you take a step forward in this connection. And if that's the case, that's going to feel like a victory. And so, you know, do enjoy that. But just, you know, keep in mind that, you know, that victory, you know, might not be the most emotional of victories, right? The emotional connection may need more focus still. So even though you're moving the connection forward, this isn't like a card of deep emotional connection, but it is a card of a step in the right direction, okay? So what are some messages from this person? Let's try to remember now what I did in group 1. Got disguise. Some elements of this relationship are hidden. Well, that's a bit cryptic. But underneath we've got real feelings. You share romantic feelings worth exploring. So maybe you guys, especially if you are in separation, but either way, if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, don't, like on all the readings. But you guys, this person probably has real feelings for you. And or you have real feelings for them. Maybe that's where the disguise is coming in. People like covering up their real feelings. So even though the 6 of Wands, like I said, isn't a card of deep emotional connection, it doesn't mean that it's not there or doesn't have that potential, because some of you are hiding your feelings, or your person is hiding their feelings, okay? I'm glad that was clarified, because sometimes the cards are cryptic. And I think it's funny because, you know, of course they're going to be cryptic, because if you think back to like the original oracles or fortune tellers, or, you know, readers, if you will, thinking back to like the Oracle of Delphi and stuff like that, you know, people would basically go into a cave, and it'd be a smoky kind of little cave, and they would ask their question, and the Oracle would tell them, you know, when the bluebird rises on the horizon, there will be smoke and rain when the leaf falls from the tree, you know, on the orange cloth in the twilight. And then people will be like, oh, that's profound. You know what that means? I know what that means, you know. That means that John is really going to marry Linda, and Linda's going to get a divorce from Mike, and then they're going to have twins, you know, and they'd come up with this, right? And that was considered, I mean, that was the famous Oracle of Delphi, with a really good track record, apparently, of being correct on a lot of things, would advise kings and leaders and all of these things. But nowadays, you know, that wouldn't fly. Nowadays, readers are expected to damn near give the exact winning lottery numbers, and if they don't, well, they're a fake and a phony. So it's like kind of stupid. Forgive my tangent. It was something that I was thinking about earlier when clients want to know everything about everything, you know. And it's like, you know, if you knew the end of the story, you might not keep reading the book. And you're meant to keep reading the book because there's things in there you have to learn and experience, right? So that being said, what would this person say to group 2? They had no filter. Yeah. They didn't follow their heart. No one knows I still think about you. I wish I had been more honest with you. I can't make the first move towards you, okay? So they're, I mean, yeah, we already saw that validation. Thanks, Spirit. We already know, okay? So the disguise is that they have real feelings. They're not following their heart. Why aren't they following their heart? Because they're wearing a disguise. They still think about you, and the honest truth is that they, you know, aren't following their heart. And if they didn't care, what would it matter if they were following their heart or not, right? That's because they do care. Just in case you was wondering. Just in case you was wondering. All right. What else would this person say? When we're together, what we have fills me up so much. I want for nothing else. You complete me. You complete me. So not only do they care, they care a ton. I'm determined to give generously to you, even putting your needs above mine, no matter how hard it is. So this is this person making big promises, writing checks that hopefully their proverbial bank can cash. That's a nice sentiment regardless. I am quite comfortable the way things are, so I won't be making efforts to change or improve the relationship. See, so I feel like this is where this person's at. They're needing to turn around this attitude of complacency, of just being in this energy of not being able to, you know, make the first move towards you, you know, staying in their comfort zone. Yeah. But they, for what it's worth, know that that is something that they need to change. I heard some stuff about you. I don't care if it's true because it doesn't change the way I feel. So whenever that card comes out, I like to use the disclaimer that it wouldn't come out unless you knew, you know, or had a pretty good idea of what it was referencing. So if you just feel like there is nothing they could have heard, yada, 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 then that card isn't for you. Others of you, it's just letting you know that regardless, this person still cares about you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm corrected. I love you. So this person still loves you. I can't lie. Commitment scares me, and you turn me on. I can't control what you do to me. Bow chicka wow wow. Okay. What else would this person say to group 2? All I ever wanted and needed is here with you. So whenever you guys are together, this person feels totally complete, at home, at one with the universe, right? Like you're their perfect match. Now, how often you guys are together, I don't know, but with 6 of Wands as your outcome, it's likely you will be together again. You need kissing badly. That's what's wrong with you. This person could make it about the physical. Connection could be more physically based, but they are just so attracted to you, which isn't a bad thing. Your love is so strong, it made me a believer. That's several flipping out. I have a vision for my future. I'm not sure how you fit into it. I don't know why, but I've always based my self-worth on what others think of me. And your eyes see right through me, and it scares the hell out of me. So I think that pretty much tells the story right there. I don't think that needs a lot of elaboration. How can this person simultaneously love you in all of this and not pursue the connection or fear commitment with you? The connection is just kind of bigger than what they're used to, or what they're, I mean, it's a tale as old as time. It's very common. It's a very common theme in the people that I read for, and just in general. And at least here we're getting some specifics as to what their issues might be. They're caring too much what others think, except when it comes to you, they don't care. And that's good. Maybe they did care, now they're saying they're not going to care anymore about what others think, if that was the case. But also that you see through them. So that's a hard thing to deal with for somebody that's wearing a mask. Like, they can skirt through life wearing a mask, except when it comes to you. The one person they care about the most and would want to maybe impress or hide from, then you're the one that can most easily see through their mask. And that's something that frightens them. They don't have a basis or a foundation for how to handle that. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I lost myself for a little while and I can't stop thinking about you. If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. You feel like home to me, which is what I just said. Rewind it. I just said that. No surprise. I think about you daily and you broke my heart. I wonder how you broke their heart. I want you to try and understand me. So whether you broke their heart or just hurt their heart, or they hurt their own heart through you by cause and effect, whatever. It's possible this person just like feels like or felt like you don't understand them, but then how can you understand them if they insist on wearing a mask? Because they know that you can see through it. So it's like, well, why doesn't group one understand me if they can see through my mask? Maybe you do, and you just won't tolerate whatever it is they're dishing. Or they fear that you won't fully accept them and that you will break their heart if they give you the chance to. Take it how it resonates. Wow, you make monogamy seem easy. I only need you. So thinking more positively about monogamy and commitment. Your lips look so kissable. You are the greatest kisser. Kiss me, please. Wanting to touch you, kiss you, and all those good things. Let's get a song here, and then I'll get a manifestation card. What's a song that represents this reading, or more messages from Group 2's person? That was quick. There's hope for the connection. They see you as a star. They don't care. Yeah, like you're a star to this person. So this is Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So you can look up that song and listen to it. This is yeah, that's who wrote it, or who sang it rather. He was a Taurus. Israel Kamakau. Oh, no, I'm not even gonna try it. I'm usually good with names too. I just can't do that one. And let's get you a manifestation card. So Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So this person's, no matter how near or far, they think about you. I mean, you get them thinking about, you know, things that in a different and new way that than they would have thought about it before, and you renew this person's hope. And you get them wishing, and you get them hoping, and you get them dreaming, okay? And we can kind of see that from this, like, just all of the different messages. Giving and receiving. Everything is energy, reciprocity, give, receive, easily to others and yourself, random acts of kindness. All right. So give more easily to yourself and to other people. Exactly. You know, I guess you can call it reciprocity, you can call it karma, but what this card is saying, to experience more positivity around this connection, you are being guided to, you know, like the card says, give and receive, accrue some good karma, right? That's what I've got for you guys. If you're already doing it, keep doing it. Okay, peanut gallery. That being said, I'm going to move on to group 3. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Welcome, group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So this is messages from your person. And the card that we got for you guys is the 9 of Pentacles. So this is your outcome card for the situation. 9 of Pentacles is also the big message from Spirit. What this card is saying is that, you know, the connection at present looks like more of a style over substance type scenario, right? You know, maybe your person is the type of person who is good at creating like nice dating experiences or buying you things, or just yeah, knows how to do things in a traditional way in terms of, like, you know, seducing someone, but, you know, they're not someone who can, they're just not someone with whom you can have a deep soulful connection with, okay? Now remember, energies can be vice versa or interchangeable, as I always say in all my readings, so apply it how it resonates and only take what resonates. However, this is what we're getting here. So this, at the very least, is talking about, you know, kind of a superficial connection. Maybe it's a newer connection, or maybe that's all you're looking for. If you're cool with that, then okay. But if not, the connection may just, you know, be about fun and adventure and luxury, but not very romantic in like the truest sense. So I guess the advice from this card for you guys would be, since it's an outcome card, the advice then would be take it lightly, because they likely will, okay? They likely will take it lightly, or are taking it lightly, okay? So let's see what they have to say. First, I'm going to get you Healing with the Fairies card. Remember, the best way to tune into your own energy specifically is to get a private reading. My contact information is down below. For this general reading, though, for group 3, what's that doing there? I moved ahead too quickly. There we go. Group 3. If I said group 2, don't freak. It was group 3 all along, okay? Group 2. Now I'm saying group 2. Ooh, Lord. Juggling everybody and their energies, boy. So group 3. What's going on in group 3's connection with this 9 of Pentacles, etc.? We've got signs and clues. The universe is talking to you, okay? So pay attention. The universe is talking to you. You're probably getting some signs and clues about this person. Things that remind you of them, anything like that. They could be getting that about you. Let's see. What would this person say to group 3 if they had no filter? You drive me crazy. As some of my regular private clients would say, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's both. Past life connection, that makes sense. Past life connections do tend to drive one crazy. I dream of a second chance with you, so it looks like, and you consume my thoughts, is at the bottom of the deck. So all 3 groups have individuals with people who are thinking heavily about them. We get a past life connection card, see if we can get a little more clarity on that past life. It's actually alternate reality lives, right? These are alternate realities which are occurring presently. Nothing is the past. Nothing is the future. Everything's all happening now, but this is another reality that is affecting the connection with you two in this one. So what is it? What is that other reality? Transportation. So maybe there's distance, trains, planes, and automobiles, something about modes of transportation. Working on the railroad, maybe. We've got vows. This be somebody that you are married to or were married to, took vows with. We've got father. Interesting. Your father sent you off to, you know, to a convent to take vows or something like that. Maybe this person was your father in that life. Maybe you were their father, or there was a distance between the two of you. This person could have been the father of your children. Let's get one more. Lessons and blessings. Okay. So continuation of lessons and blessings that you started in the past life. Maybe definitely all lives, you know, are said to teach specific lessons. In this past life, it looks like there were lessons around making a commitment, around fatherhood, and around travel. So like I was telling group 2, you know, somewhere along the line, television made people expect that readings shouldn't be at all cryptic, but like the most, you know, famous oracle of, one of the most famous oracles of the ancient world, who advised kings and things like that, it was the Oracle of Delphi, who used to speak so cryptically that it really was a puzzle. Like, you couldn't come there and ask, like, what does this person think, you know? She would have told you, like, you know, tree bark is brown, and the grass, when it is yellow, has an ant that crawls a stick. And then they would think that that meant something. Like, they would use their own intuition to figure out what that meant, and it would mean something. So that's why I'm not really concerned. I would like a very direct answer as to, like, what is specifically going on with this, but we're not meant to have like a whole story with that right now. So we're going to continue with the messages. And the next deck that I use, if I can, this one. It's like, if I could get the lottery numbers, do you think that I would be doing this? Probably not. Probably not. I want you, you want me, let's get down. So there's that seduction energy. You bring the unexpected, and even if we ebb and flow a lot in this relationship, I love it. Okay, so that kind of answers the you drive me crazy thing. Controlled chaos, just because, you know, something's unexpected or disruptive doesn't mean, you know, that it's necessarily a bad thing, right? I love that you spoil me. Your affection and attention makes me feel like royalty, and I find the way that your mind works so stimulating. It's attractive. What will you come up with next? And then you have to listen to me because I'm your authority figure, and I need you to heed my commands. So somebody has this attitude, likely the one that identifies as the masculine and or was the masculine or father figure in the past life, whether that's a father figure because you had a child with this person, they were the father of your child, or because this person was your literal father. There is that energy of, I feel like I can tell you what to do. And they like you to kind of wait on them, serve them. And this could be like a religious order even as well. She took some sort of a vow and some sort of a religious sect or something like that, and part of her duties was to serve. I don't know who this person thinks you are in this life, but that's probably not who you are anymore. So this person does think you're very smart, though. No wonder you drive them crazy. You're like a rebellious child or something. So let's see, in their opinion. Next. I want you to believe in me again. So there's that whole belief system connection. I've never felt this connected to anyone before. I see myself in you, both the good and the bad. Don't focus on my options. You're the only one I want. Yeah, I was going to say that, but just let the card say it for me. I was going to say this is soulmate or twin flame, but I think it's pretty obvious, right? I don't know. My regulars can read between the lines. I know you're my soulmate. Meeting you was written in the stars. Why are you ignoring me? Love may be blind, but marriage is a real eye-opener. So this could be like this person speaking up against commitment or marriage. Maybe they speak from experience. Maybe they don't. In the past life, some of you were married to this person. It was a real eye-opener, and not maybe in a great way, because I think you drove each other crazy like a bickering old couple. Okay, so when you met in this life, it was probably like, however well you got along or get along, there is still this undercurrent of knowing that that's where it could go. But this person knows they were meant to meet you, and I think I said earlier something about, yeah, this person wanting more of your attention, or they certainly like your attention when it's on them. Maybe you are ignoring them, or maybe not giving them as much attention. Our souls share secrets together. Can you hear them? So a real otherworldly type connection is coming through here. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I remember every detail of that day. So many things remind me of you. So are you somebody that... I feel like those are personal messages. Like if that applies to you, you'll know what that means when talking about, you know, pain, things like that. And it could be with that card, when that card comes out, it kind of reminds me of somebody who, you know, they think there has to be an ulterior motive. Like, you can't just love or like them for them. There has to be a motive. There has to be something else, right, underneath the surface. So if you were in pain and this person sensed it, or you confided in them, then they told themselves, or they tell themselves that, you know, that's all it was, or that was a big part of the attraction, the connection, is that I was a distraction for them. But either way, it's like this person is downplaying, kind of like downplaying their own attractiveness or their own value by saying there must be something else that drew you to me. And might have to do with a particular day when you confided in them, or there's a day that stands out in their mind that they're reminded of frequently. Your beauty still moves me. Our connection still affects me. I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. And in back of the deck, I just wasn't ready for you. Timing wasn't right. Tale as old as time. All right. So star-crossed lover syndrome, at least for now. And what else? Anything else here? You have such a good heart. You're way too good for me. This is what I was saying, and it comes out on top of, I know I was a distraction from your pain. Thinking you're too good for them. Maybe you are. If loving you was a job, I'd be the most dedicated candidate. I'd work for free. Okay? It's like saying that even though the connection is work, or sounds like work, or was work in a past life, it doesn't mean that they don't feel like you're worth it, because they do. Okay? What they do about it is a separate matter, but they do think that you're worth it. It looks like their self-worth is a little bit shaky, and that they You'll feel that maybe you're too good for them. Okay. Let's get you a song. So what would be a song that would contain messages for group 3? There we go. The Lovers. Beautiful song. And beautiful. I think it's a fun song. It's interesting. It's dynamic. I feel like it's the relationship. So listen to it if you feel drawn. That is Meatloaf. I think it's by The Dashboard. The Dashboard Lights. Mouth is shutting down. Time to stop talking. Yeah. No, you took the words right out of my mouth. But you might check out The Dashboard Lights too, because that's another Meatloaf song, and it came to my mind. Maybe it hasn't. Another message. If you like Meatloaf, I like Meatloaf. It's whatever. So most of this deck has classic songs, and you took the words right out of my mouth. Okay. I'm sitting here like running the lyrics through my head, thinking, yeah, that fits this reading. Especially the intro in terms of like not feeling good enough and driving each other crazy, or driving them crazy, them feeling that way. Guidance for group 3. We're going to get a manifestation card for my conscious manifestors out there, because we all manifest whether we want to admit it or not, all the time, constantly. But this is if you're a conscious manifestor, what can you do? Life surfing, feeling capable of overcoming adversity, no expectations, approaching life like a sport. So yeah, just going with the flow. If you're doing this, keep doing this. If not, start doing this, okay? Just know, build up your confidence that you are capable of overcoming adversity in your life, in this connection. I think it's a good thing to have positive expectations, but maybe you're being a little too picky or particular at this time, or wanting to know the outcome before it's time. So it's just like, kind of go with the flow, surf life, you know, approach life like a sport, and play it to the extent you want to play it. And when you're playing a sport, what are you wanting to do? You're wanting to win. For who? For you and for your team, right? And and your team is your goals and your values. So that's what it's saying. All right? Love yourself first. That's what I got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Check out the description box if you'd like a private reading, and I'll talk to you next time.